Good morning, children. So, this is the second chapter of The Sound of Music. Okay, and the name of this chapter is The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. So, can you see this pic? Can you identify the instrument which this great personality is playing? Or have you heard this music ever? And where? You might have heard in marriages. Nowadays, it's in great trend. Do you know this great personality? If no, we are going to read a lot about him. Okay, the first pic you may see here of the instrument is Pungi. It's already written here, and the second is Shehnai. So this great personality is Bismillah Khan. Okay, and he is playing flute. Fine. So we will just read about him now. So children, before you read, do you know these people? So what instruments do they play? So let's see what instruments are they playing. The first picture is of Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia and he is playing flute. Okay. The second image is of Ustad Ali Akbar Khan and he is playing sitar. The third, we just see the two ladies are there. They are M. Rajan and they are playing violin. The fourth one we all know is Zakir Hussain and he plays tabla. In the second row, if we just talk about his Ustad Amjad Ali Khan and he's playing sarod. Just see the third pic. I don't know the name of the second and third, but in the third pic, the great personality is just playing sarangi, and the fourth one is Ustad Bismillah Khan and he's playing flute. Okay, so we are going to just read about him today. Think of the Shehnai and the first thing you will probably image is a wedding or a similar occasion or function. So yes, it's very obvious that when we just think about Shehnai. Okay, uh, sorry, the fourth pic is of uh, Bismillah Khan and he is playing Shehnai. So when we just think of Shehnai, the first image that comes in our mind is of wedding or just similar like this any other occasion. The text would probably be Ustad Bismillah Khan, the Shehnai maestro, playing this instrument. Okay, so let's start the chapter. Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of a musical instrument called pungi in the royal residence for it had a shrill, unpleasant sound. Okay, let's talk about the history that how the Shehnai was invented. Okay, so Emperor Aurangzeb just banned the playing of the musical instrument called pungi. So pungi, I have shown you in the first pic that was a pungi, and here also we can see it's here. See pungi, okay. So he has banned this pungi because it just make very unpleasant sound. Okay, fine. So pungi became the generic name for reeded noisemakers. Generic name means a name given to a class or a group as a whole. So he says that such type of things, such instruments makes a very uh, noise, a very shrill or very unpleasant noise. Reeded means wind instruments which have reeds like flute. Okay, so he says that this type of instrument makes a very unpleasant or shrill noise. Few had thought that it would one day be revived. A barber of a family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of the pungi. So, few thought that yes, something would be done. So, a barber of a family of professional musicians means though he was a barber, but professionally his ancestor or his family were musicians. Okay, so he had access to the royal palace and decided that he is going to give a new version to pungi. He chose a pipe with a natural quality he chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than the pungi. So he just took a hollow stem which was longer and broader than pungi, and he made seven holes on the body of the pipe. When he played on it, closing and opening some of the holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. So when he played that, okay, melodious sound came from it. He played the instrument before royalty, and everyone was impressed. The instrument, so different from the pungi, had to be given a new name. So, yes, so though it was a revived version of pungi, but it was not pungi, okay, and it makes a very pleasant noise. So this instrument was given a name. As the story goes, since it was the first played in the shah's chambers and was played by a nai. Nai means, we all know that in Hindi we say nai, barbar is a nai. The instrument was named the shehnai. Why it is called shehnai? Because it was first played in the shah's chamber, okay, and and was played by a nai, was played by a barber, okay, that's why it's known as shehnai. The sound of the shehnai began to be considered auspicious. So the sound of shehnai, we all know that this instrument is played in a very happy occasion, and for this reason it is still played in temples and is an indispensable component of any North Indian wedding. Indispensable means we cannot, without which a piece of work cannot be done. So slowly and gradually, Shehnai has become an indispensable, means we can't live without Shehnai, means no occasion is considered as complete without Shehnai. In the past, the Shehnai was part of the Naubat or traditional uh, ensemble of nine instruments found at royal courts. Till recently, it was used only in temples and weddings. The credit for bringing this instrument onto the classical stage goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan. Okay, so what happened here, that till then it was played only in occasion, wedding and temples only, but the credit goes to Ustad Bismillah Khan, who had brought this instrument on the stage. as a 5 year as a 5 year old, Bismillah played gilli danda near a pond in the ancient estate of Dumrao in Bihar. So as a boy, as a village boy, you may say, Bismillah Khan used to play gilli danda near a pond, okay, in one of the village called Dumbrao in Bihar. He would regularly go to the nearby Bihari Ji temple to sing the Bhojpuri Chitai, at the end of which he would earn a big laddu weighing 1.5 kg, a prize given by the local Maharaja. So apart from this, he used to go to the temple, okay, to sing the Bhojpuri, as we have bhajans, okay, some songs, some mantras related to the god. In the same way, in Bhojpuri Chita is there. And when he used to play it at that time, Bismillah Khan used to get a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, and that was a prize for him by the local Maharaja. This happened 80 years ago, and the little boy has traveled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. So that was only the small award for him. But then afterwards, he never stopped. He had just traveled, he worked hard, and then he won the Bharat Ratna. Born on 21st March 1916, Bismillah belongs to a well known family of musicians from Bihar. His grandfather, Rasul Baksh Khan, was a Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur king's court. His father, Paigambar Baksh, and other paternal ancestors were also great Shehnai players. So this is not only that he had by working hard he has earned this, but it was in his blood. Okay, his fathers, his grandfather, they all were great musicians. Okay, and they were in the king's court. So this is his genetic. This playing Shehnai was in his blood only. So let's do till here only, children, and further we will do in the next video. Thank you.